Doug, provide us with a 10,000-foot view of the different types of training that you offer.
Well, Todd, I'll be glad to do that for you. Like any other good trainer, I'll pack up and go to a client's location and put on workshops for a day or two or three. Heck, I'll do a week if they want me to. That's what I call traditional training. Those kind of things tend to be more of an event, and they're also pretty expensive. And so, when you factor in stuff like travel and airfare and this and that, hotel accommodations, you're talking about a lot of money in those cases. But, my fee is $1,000 a day plus expenses. So, somebody wants to pay that, I'm there and I'll do a great job with a, objections workshop or a closing workshop or a prospecting a gig in order to help the client out.
Well, you mentioned the word traditional. Something tells me that you have an alternative that might work better for an organization, right?
Well, I really do, Todd, and this is kind of my favorite thing right now. Is the last few years the economy's been pretty crappy, and that's been just real devastating on training budgets. And training typically is always the first thing to be cut anyhow. And so, when you start spending a lot of money to bring folks together like traditional training does, you can eat up a budget pretty quick. And training's never been designed to be an event. It's supposed to be a process. And so at the same time the economy was doing its thing and things were so bad, technology, on the other hand, was just going crazy. And you've got things nowadays like Skype and Google Plus, that allows you to do remote training just on a shoestring budget, and yet it's much more effective because you don't pay for anything except Doug. All the airfare, all the accommodations, all the meals, that's out of the picture, not to mention the costs that are hard to factor in of your sales force being out of the office or out of the territory while that's going on.
Well, go deeper for me. I understand that that modern technology makes it easier for you to spend time with an organization via the internet, but go a little deeper. Walk me through an actual process and how it actually works.
Well, let me give you an example. I'm working with a group right now of a half a dozen franchises in the service industry. They're all individually owned, and those 6 franchises are in 4 different states. Well, that would be a nightmare traditionally, but with what I call the Dial Doug RLST, which is remote live sales training, what we do is we take that group of folks and we do a mouse click and we get them together for 30 minutes every week, and we do a remote training session. And we're able to reach out and touch those folks. We have audio and we have video, so I can see them, they can see me, I can hear them, and they can hear me. So it's we're able to really touch people on a regular basis. This particular group has gone one step further. They've taken my book, and we make assignments out of that book, and then they go out in the field and they apply that during the week. And then when we get together on the next week's call, we have them share, and I call them by name and have them tell up close and personal, here's what I did, here's how I did it, here was my results. And so not only are they sharing what they did and they're held accountable, but everybody else on that call, there's a lot of synergy going on there because people hear ideas and they hear what's taking place. And so it's just, it's a great sharing opportunity for everybody. And again, as I mentioned, they're not paying for anything except my time. So it allows that training to be a process, and those owners can just kind of feed me from time to time where they need extra help. I go into my book, I find that particular segment that is helpful, assign it, and we go to work on it.
So let me just be sure I understand. So it's not some prepackaged set of materials. This can be customized very specifically for an organization's needs and challenges.
Absolutely. I've got other folks that are not using my book, but they simply have contacted me and have told me about challenges that they're having. Maybe they have a prospecting issue, and so I can build lesson plans for them, or we can just have a discussion. I have one particular group that doesn't like to do anything official. They just want to sort of hang out and have a talk and get people to open up and talk about some of their concerns. And they'll ask me questions, and they'll ask other questions of folks that are on that Google Plus call. So it's just a wonderful thing, and it's just as inexpensive as ever I've seen training to be delivered.
Where can people get more information on this, Doug?
Well, if they'll go right to the What We Do page of RobinsonTrainingSolutions.com, that's www.RobinsonTrainingSolutions.com, they'll get all the information I think they'll need, Todd. But again, if not, after reading that, all it will take is just a quick message on the Contact Us page. We'll get back to them by phone and make sure that they get detailed information about what they need to do to customize something that's going to fit their particular need and their particular concern.